Alright, another rubber toe assembly, Dyna Glo 2-burner gas grill. Remember, always read your precautionary notes in the owner's manual. Going to part 9, which is the temperature gauge. It comes with the hardware enclosed. It's a little wing nut attached to it already and a washer that holds it on there. You just take it to the top part, the lid of the barbecue, and you can see there's a little nib that lines up with that little hole on the left, and it pops right into place. Pretty easy. And then you just put the little washer on and the wing nut that comes with it. You just have to take it off of the thing and then screw it back on once it's inserted. Pretty easy, and it's right side up. It has to be that way because you have your little notch that it notches into. Okay, and that was step 9. And then on to step 10, which is assembling the grill body, is what they call it. And that consists of the whole main grill piece being lowered onto your grill, and you just lift it up and drop it right down into where it goes. You'll see the threaded holes line up with the sides. It's got to be on the inside of those little edges there. It's going to be inside, as you see there. If you got 2 people, it's a little bit easier. Each person can grab it in and just kind of set it right where it goes. And then you just put the screws in on each side, zip them on so it holds it stable. If you have to bump it a little forward or a little backward to line up the hole with the screw, then just do that. And then you just put the 2 screws in, as you see there, on the other side. So 4 screws hold it to the base. You can cart it around. All set. Alright, and on to the next step, which is 11. And continuing the grill body assembly. Oh, I just tucked that little thing out of the way there. It's a matchstick holder, little chain that comes down. Make sure you don't set it on the chain and kink it when you put that thing down there. Anyway, I just tucked that little chain down into the little groove there in the front so it's not swinging in the way. And you come over to your left side shelf there. It's pretty easy as well. You see your 4 little screw holes, threaded screw holes, and I just run them in either with a screwdriver or by hand. And just like the other screws on the base, you want to just a few turns, maybe 5 or 6 turns, so they're halfway in, not completely in. And then you have a 5th hole there at the top. You have to open the lid and come from the inside, pointing out on that 5th hole. And you see the 4 little holes, and then that's the 5th one in the middle. It's going to be hit from the other side with a screw. Anyway, those 4, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, just giving them a couple extra turns so they don't fall out. And you just hang it on there, drop it into the groove, and it just kind of hangs loosely. Nice and easy. Then I take the 5th screw, DD, I believe they're labeled still. Or no, they're labeled II. So you just hand tighten that first one, the 5th one actually, but it's the first one to actually screw in, tighten it down, snug it up nice. And then I'll come back around on the underside of this shelf and zip those 4 screws nice and snug as well. This is where that long number 2 Phillips tip comes in handy. Tight little corner spaces. It just reaches out, gives you 6 inches of space to reach down into corners and zip zip. And there you go, nice and snug. The left side shelf, I believe they call it the body assembly, but the whole thing is pretty much the body. So then you're going to want to put the right side shelf, which has the burner on. That's part 12. On to step 12 here. It's the other side, same procedure. Screw in 4 of those screws, little II screws, halfway so you can hang it on just like the other side. Just be aware of your little gas hose coming out the side there. Should be easily free, clear of that. Make sure it's on the inside, obviously. And then you run that 5th screw into the middle, just like you did the other side. Snug that one up. And then you'll come back around and tighten up those other 4 screws from the underside. And you can see that's the side with your gas burner. You can see the little lid there. Underneath that is your side burner, if you will. So that center screw's nice and snug. Just jiggle it a little, snug it up, and then come back around with the drill and zip those final 4. And then you'll be pretty close to completing this. You'll still have to assemble the attachments underneath for the gas. So I get in there, tight little space, zip zip, and that's attached. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys.